welcome to another hunt. I'm Mish and I'm taking you out on another metal detecting adventure today. My plan has changed a little bit from this morning, so this was intended to be a beach hunt. You can actually see and hear the beach behind me over there. There was a particular creek here that I thought might have been washed out with some recent heavy rain. Unfortunately, when I got here, I found the exact opposite. It is completely sanded in and just not worth hunting at the moment because all of the good targets would be at least a foot deep in sand. So I've decided I'm going to step behind the dunes today, have a look in the scrub surrounding the area. It's a fairly open sort of area, as you can see. Yes, I'm going to be wandering through a few hedges, bushes, trees, but there is a bit of area I can hunt. I've got my Minelab Equinox metal detector with me with the 6-inch coil on today. Gee, how was that? I managed to nail that the first time. Woohoo! So, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm going to go have a hunt around here, see what I can find. There's about 100 years of history here, so fingers crossed that I might find some beautiful old coins. Let's get hunting. Alright, first target of the day. 17 to 20, really punchy. I'm thinking junk. I'm seeing things like broken glass around here, maybe some evidence of bricks as well. And I know that there used to be dwellings in the area, so fingers crossed. Yep, first of many, I think. That's okay. Again, we can see it's an older style, and that is always a good sign in my books. Let's move on. 23, 24. Can you see it? Oh, yep. There we go. Second target, and it's the first coin of the day. So we've just got a little 1 cent piece to start our journey. But that's okay, that's a coin. Any coin's a good coin. Let's move on. 24, 25, bit of depth. Let's go. Okay, found the target. Hello to my New Zealand viewers. Or should I say, kia ora. So, I've got our kia ora, I'm assuming soft drink lid here. I'll put some more info on the screen because I'm sure I'll find some info about this one. Unfortunately, looks like I scuffed it on the top there. Got a bit of date to it. Guys, down here was allowed 26, 27. Now I thought that was a can for sure. It sounded like a large target, and it is a large target, but it is certainly not a can. Got to show you this one. So here's the big reveal. And I haven't had a good look, but I do know what it is. I found myself an old metal plate. So this would have been used by someone who used to live down near this beach. No houses here anymore, so it's definitely old, at least 60 years old. Wonder how many meals were enjoyed on that, overlooking the creek that you can just see down the bottom of the hill here. Ah, cool. Alright, that means we're getting on to the household stuff now. That's really exciting. I have dug quite a lot of old can lids so far, but no other coins yet. Fingers crossed, we'll take our time. We'll see what else we can get. Well, I've decided I want to detect on that side of the creek. It's only a little creek here, but the only easy way across is this log, which looks slippery as heck, considering the fact that I'm wearing dive boots and they're quite slippery as is. So I can either wander through the mud or potentially fall into the mud. And because I'm not the brightest spark, I'm probably going to walk across. So if I fall, at least you'll get to laugh at my expense. It's not that high, but I'd be very embarrassed. Let's get a better look here. Yes, I'm rather timid. Alright, beautiful, we're across. We're straight away getting signals. Though, potentially junk. I can see some foil over in the creek there. So I might turn you on if it's a good signal, but otherwise I'll keep going until we get the next high tone. So someone's been here a little while back. I can see glass on top of weeds. You can see holes that haven't been filled in. And a base of a bottle that I also found next to that glass. So we've got Max Cider Proprietary Limited. Cider being spelt a different way, C-Y-D-E-R. So that's something a bit new for me. I'll try and get you a date for that on the screen. But it's a really thick glass bottle, so I'd say pretty old. Very nice. Let's move on. Check out how beautiful this old area is. So what I wanted to show you is down here. This is quite obviously a former campsite. You can see the burnt wood in the middle. Stones have been laid out in a circle. And then you come over to this cut tree that someone's etched their names in the trunk here. They've been here a while, so I can't quite make out what the names were. But it sounds like someone had a romantic little campfire out in the bush. It's kind of cute. So I've got a couple of reasons I'm stopping here. The first one is a target, 23-24. The other reason, if I can pan you up here, I can see an old red brick there, so I know I'm still in a dwelling area, but, and it might be hard to get you guys to see this, I can see through all those trees, right down in the middle, there's actually an old clear bottle. And I really want to see if I can get any more detail off that bottle, but I just don't know how I'm going to get there. So first things first, we will start with the target I've got. And then I might see if I can find another way around. Oh, it's just going to be a bottle top. Ah, and it's an oldie. It's an old Joe's lemonade. Very nice. I won't keep rubbing it because the print's coming off. I'll pop that away. And if I can get that bottle out, I will show you. Back soon. I've just found a bit of an old plate. Quite close to where I got the bottle top. It was just here. And this has been here a while. Looks like it had a beautiful little rose print on there once upon a time. A nice scalloped edge. Maybe I'll find some more cutlery and crockery. I seem to be doing all right for plates today, hey? Believe it or not, I did manage to get all the way down there. You can kind of see down the end where I've pulled the bottle from. There's the bottle there. It's nothing fancy, unfortunately. Very little writing on it, so a not to be refilled sign, and that's about it. So wasn't really worth the effort, if I'm honest, but that's okay. I've popped it neatly here so that the next person who hikes through this bush will see it. Now typically I would take all of this stuff out with me, but because I've hiked in, I'm a little bit limited as to how much I can carry today, so I'll get rid of all the sharp and nasty junk, but leave beautiful old relics like this for the next person to discover. So I'm in an area now that obviously used to have a dwelling. I've found lots of big old sheets of tin, and a lot of them are just under the ground, so you can't see them, but as you scan you get sort of high 38, 39, 40s that just continue on forever. I've found this little bit over here. Now it is another high number, 37 on average there, but it's quite small. So either it's a broken off sheet of tin, might even be a sardine can that's down a little bit more than the screen would suggest, but at either rate, worth finding out. I'll show you, I've already given a little bit of a scrape and I've seen this rim, so I think it's going to be rubbish of some sort. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure what that's come off. It kind of looks like an eyelet, but it's not. It's some sort of cap, I think. Very unusual. But that explains the short punchy noise. It would have been just passing over the edges. 28, 29. Could be a bit of a dip. I can definitely see see marks of another detectorist has been through here. Not recently, but there's big old holes dug, scrap left everywhere. What have we got here? Oh, that's a good start. Let's see what else we can find. What is this? Oh, someone's eating their sardines or similar in the corner here. Yep, from Norway. Definitely going to be seafood. Definitely going to be old. It's definitely a can here. Maybe that caused the signal. What have we got? Oh, good old no frills. Alright, so I haven't seen one of these cans since I was a really young girl. So this is a can of No Frills Cola. Now No Frills, if I recall correctly, had their own supermarket, and yeah, it was all just really basic products. Kind of like what Aldi would do in Australia now, I guess. But yeah, they all looked pretty boring. Wow. Alright, it's not super old, it's in milliliters, but maybe 80s. So as I was walking along, I got a very high signal. You can see here, 40. Extremely punchy. So I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to part the weeds here. I know it's probably not something I'm going to take, but what do we got here? And then I've noticed got a little handle on the top. Can you see that? Looks like we've got an old saucepan lid or similar. Maybe an old bush kettle. Be very large if it were a kettle, but maybe a saucepan, I'm thinking. At least I'm finding some interesting finds today. There's been nothing amazing in terms of coins or anything like that. I can definitely see that this place has been done over, but they've missed something this large. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to carry it out of here though. So I might put it, again, just like with my bottle, put it somewhere prominent that someone, should they do a little bush trek through here in future, might just get some glimpses of the past. That'd be nice. I think I might have finally stumbled across a coin, guys. I had a 23-24 here. Now my good old saucepan lid was only about a foot away from this. What do we got here? I haven't looked at this yet, but I can tell I've definitely got a coin. About flipping time, she says. It's been a long morning. What have we got? Oh, it's old. So I'm not going to rub this too much while I'm out here. I'll give you more details up on the screen. But what I can tell you is that this is an old Commonwealth style 1 penny. The year will be down the bottom here. And I should be able to get a year off that one, because it looks to be in pretty good condition. Awesome. I might have finally found a patch that hasn't been done over, so I will take my time. I will start digging all the signals, including the junky ones. We'll see what else we can get. Fantastic. I just had another high signal very near where that saucepan lid was. I haven't moved far, and you can see that I've already dug it out. But I'm having a giggle because I'm wondering if someone's lost their entire cooking set. So this also looks like a lid of some sort. If I compare it to the one I found, looks to be the same kind of make, don't you think? So that's kind of amusing. I might display them in a pretty way, I think, before I go. I did find a cup as well. I'll probably take that out though, just because I don't really want anyone standing on that one. And I think I've still got a little bit of room left in the trash bag. It's filling up. Well guys, I'm making my way back to the beach, going over old mate log here. While I'm getting a ton of signals, there is not a lot that is good. There is just can lids, pull tabs, you name it. You know, if I thought an area was particularly promising, I'd probably stay there for a bit, removing all of those signals to see if I could then see signals that were underneath. But honestly, there's just not enough here to indicate that I could be onto a good coin patch or anything like that. I know for a fact that the people who used to live down here on the coast didn't have a whole lot of income, so there's unlikely to be massive coin hoards, things like that in this particular location. So sometimes knowing that little bit of history is helpful. I mean, sometimes it's probably deterring me from going from stuff that could be there, but that's okay. I've got plenty more places I can hunt, so I'm never going to be short of a location. Anyhow, let's make our way out, shall we? In here was a junky high 20s. So I didn't turn the camera on because I could see that it had already been dug away a little bit like that. I figured someone probably found a can and left it there. It's not a can. It's a little bit more fun than that. Can you see it yet? We've got one of the coolest looking little cars I've seen in a while. I don't know that he's been down there a great deal of time. Looks relatively recent to me. What a fun little vehicle. He's mostly plastic. And if I have a look at the bottom here, we do have writing. So it is a Hot Wheels and it's a Hummer H2. I'll clean him up when I get home. Very cool. So I'm about to walk up the garden path, so to speak. I did walk out to the beach, wandered along it, found another way in. I don't think I've actually noticed this before. So I have walked through here in the past, but I've never really noticed this little pathway here. I can see that it was possibly also a fence of some sort, just decorative fence. And just at the base here, where that plastic rubbish is that I'll get rid of as well, got a bit of an old Coke can. But again, this one's in the fluid ounce measurement, so it's been here since the 70s, which is a good indication that, you know, there might be something up this path. So we'll have a wander up, have a bit of a quick look. I must admit I'm getting a little bit tired, but we shall trek on. Walking into that second section of the bush has paid off in a sense. I have definitely found the dumping ground. There's a bunch of old cans and glass over here. If I pan you around, more plastic, more glass, ceramics over the back. So it's not super old, unfortunately. There's going to be a lot of relatively modern junk in here. In fact, there's a Coke can down here that's got share a Coke with your bestie on it. That campaign's not that old. Obviously I can't scan with the detector anymore because it's just going silly. It's picking up that bottle lid there. That's actually a pretty cool bottle. What's that one? Alright, that is White Crow Proprietary Limited, so that probably would have been tomato sauce. Kind of a good looking little bottle. I'll see if I can get you a date. But yeah, just random junk otherwise. Well guys, this was not the hunt that I expected it to be today. I thought I was in for a beach hunt, throwing some rocks about in a beach creek. I ended up way out in the bush. Didn't really find quite what I was hoping for, but I still found a couple of cool things. So let's have a look at what I found today. I've got a bag full of trash, so very appropriately named trash bag today. I'm going to take all of that with me and dispose of it properly. Just some interesting things that caught my eye: ceramic plates, retro soft drink lids, that sort of thing. This little car is cool. I actually love this little find. Certainly not where I would have expected to find a toy car. You'll find it earlier in the video. Last but not least, only 2 coins today, so that was it. The first one was just a little old 1-cent piece, and then finally, probably find of the day here, is my old Commonwealth of Australia style 1 penny. It does have King George V on the back, so it is one of the older ones, probably mid-1930s or earlier. Any old coin's a good coin. Well, any coin is a good coin, but as you know, I love my oldies. Well guys, that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me on this hunt. Please don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment, say hello. I love responding to all of your comments. As always, don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you on my next hunt. Cheers. Hello everyone, and welcome to another hunt. This is... let's start again.